Hey, what's up, guys? Uh, Today, gonna talk about how to pass the interview for a supervisor. And I applied for multiple jobs. I got multiple invitations for the interviews. One of them was supervisor in the airport. Another one was for a police trainee. And I can't imagine I'm gonna do police jobs. So maybe I'm gonna try first with the supervisor position. Hi, about me. I'm William. I have multiple channels on the YouTube, some of them faceless, some of them for YouTube Shorts only. On this channel, I share my experience and knowledge. So, I have an interview coming next week for a supervisor, and I gotta learn how to answer the questions. While I while I didn't had experience on hands as a supervisor, I had a lot of experience to work with people, manage the team, and look into the documents, all that kind of stuff, safety, schedule. So, first of all, who is a supervisor? Supervisor is a person who watches the team, helping the team to stay on schedule, stay safe, and be professional. Right? When it's needed, supervisor take charge of the team. When it's needed, supervisor train new hires or helping to understand some things to the senior members. Right? Be it related to the work or relationship of the work, everything is under supervisor jurisdiction, right? You can say that supervisor is also a trainer, a manager, a lead, and regular worker. You will be right. All that is qualities of the good supervisor. Now, job description is really differs from the company to company, but where I planning to work is gonna be airport. So I'm going over today over the questions that related to the ramp activity. And ramp, it's a place where usually aircraft parked to the jet bridge. I triggered my alarm. It's time to go to work, but I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes to explaining what kind of questions to expect on this kind of interview. Okay, let's get back. Where was I? Right. So, what are the responsibilities in airport for supervisor is to uh, keep team safe, staffing, safety, delays, customer communication, crew communication, cleaning cabins, loading, uploading the baggage, water, air, handle the fuel slips for fueling team, all that kind of stuff. And pretty much everything. If I would be a supervisor, I would be able to do most of the tasks alone by myself, but sometimes I would need help from the teammates. So I will be one man army, right? Jack of all trades. So the questions, finally, right? First question would be probably to tell about leadership or supervisory experience in aviation, and which I don't have on hands. But as I mentioned, I have a lot of experience in my past for the other from other works where I worked with the people and I managed usually team of two or team of four under different circumstances. One second, I'll check if it's recording. Mhm. Yes, it is recording. So I worked as a mover, as a foreman. I had a huge truck and two helpers with me. The helpers usually would be a new hire. They come and go very quick and fast, and no one want to bend their bags on that kind of job because it's a lot of heavy stuff, it's a lot of hours. You just physically cannot do this for a long time. I myself lasted like 1 year, and it was a good experience and not really good experience. Everything can happen on that kind of job. But what I'm gonna tell on the interview, I would tell something like I supervised teams in a fast-paced environments where safety, timing, and communication matters, which is true. I might be wasn't a supervisor myself, but I was supervising a team, right? So I learned to how to coordinate people, solve problems quickly, all that kind of stuff. uh, I learned how to keep everyone focused, keep everyone on the same page and on the common grounds. I learned how to give directions to the people and hold people accountable if something goes wrong, right? What else? The other question they would ask you is going to be about how do you manage a team during the busy operations. So normally clear communications would help. Plan ahead, assign roles before the flight come into the ramp. Make sure everyone knows what the plan is, right? Adjust if needed. Place the people who work more years in this kind of industry to help the team out on the heavy tasks, on the difficult tasks, and people who came recently, keep them away from the on the situations that require a lot of experience. Right. Stay visible on the floor, be available for any questions if team members have any. Um, Keep dispatcher and agents updated on the operations that are going on the ramp. That would help a lot in the times of the rush hours or busy operations or busy season. Right. That's actually a very good answer. If you answer like this on the interview, they probably gonna say that's enough. Let's proceed with your hiring. I'm kidding. It's not easy like this. They're gonna have a lot of questions. They will ask picky questions, which I come later. We're gonna discuss them also. Okay, the question they would like to ask: how do you handle short-staffed team? I would I would do some job myself. Even I am a supervisor, I would do the job of the regular worker to help out the team. I would assign fastest and most experienced team members to the heavy duty tasks. Uh, Communicate really quick and fast and clear on the job done and job coming to keep everyone posted on our activity. And what else? The goal in that kind of situation where we're short on hands is to stay safe, avoid rushing, and still deliver the best possible results if it makes sense. Every manager will appreciate it, right? Team members will too, because it's a lot of job to manage team that way. All right, how do you handle an employee who is not follow safety procedures? Right, sometimes it happens. When I was regular ramp agent, I remember supervisors approached to the people who doing unsafe stuff, and they would ask the person to stop doing that. And if they would do that again, supervisors would call this person to the office to talk to them, which I would do also. I would talk about that we want to stay safe and professional, and if person need any directions from me, a person should feel free to come to me and ask what's the task, how to do it right. After that, I would go with the person and just stick around the person and show the basics. How do we do stuff? How do we do it safe? How do we do it to stay on schedule? Right, all that kind of things. So person know that I keep an eye on that person, and I would look into the activities that he or she do on the daily basis, and I want to see all the tasks that he or she doing is much more matching to my to what I show it to them, right? And I usually showing all this all the operations, how to do it safely and professionally, stay on time. What do you call it? Anyway, how do you respond when flight is running late? First, identify the chaos. Staffing, equipment, catering, bags, fueling, weather, or it's maybe just inbound aircraft coming late. That happens pretty much often. Then I coordinate with dispatcher and airline with correct ETA that I came up. I organize my team to speed up safely, keep communication flowing, and update everyone until the aircraft pushes back until the very end, right? How do you train new employees? I show them step by step, then let them do the task by themselves under my supervising. I make it hands-on because aviation work is physical. I focus on PPE, which stands for personal protection equipment. I focus on safety zones, equipment checks, and clear radio communication. I never sign off someone until I'm confident they can work safely alone. And that is make total sense, right? What do you do if two employees are arguing at the ramp? Well, usually I would separate them aside, right? First of all, then if they find a way to argue anyway, to find each other on the ramp, I would send one of them to the break room, and then I would come back and talk to both of them, maybe separately, maybe to both of them simultaneously. But in any case, I would like to explain them that we have safety first, and when people arguing, they usually not focus on the tasks. We would like to stay professional. We would like to stay on time. I also will document the issue and follow up with the company policies if it escalates. Normally, I would talk to the manager if issue is persist, and if I would not be able to fix it myself, and the person giving me a trouble with arguing by with everyone else or some particular person, I would ask manager to assist me in that kind of situation, right? But this is last result. Normally, I'm able to resolve any kind of issue myself. All right, how do you ensure safety standards that I that they are followed, right? Daily briefings usually helps a lot. Quick reminders before every shift. We have also hangout and meetings on the ramp before the inbound 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 aircraft lands. I would enforce. I would like to also usually enforce PPE policies of the company on the daily activities. Also, in terms of safety standards, it also helps to check equipment before the flight come in, or in the morning when when my shift starts. Uh, Correcting unsafe situations and actions from the employees immediately also helps to follow the safety standards, right? I usually lead by example. As a supervisor, I cannot cut the corners, right? So PPE always on me. I always check equipment. I always save and on time. And I expect the same from the people who work with me. And I'm not shy to mention it, right? So in a nice way, of course. And I don't want to be rude. What would you do? The next question is, what would you do if an airline agent tells you your team didn't clean or load something correctly? I thank them for the feedback. First of all, stay nice. They are customers, right? So you can't be rude. You want to be nice. I would verify also issue myself, and I would fix it if possible immediately. I also follow up with the team to explain what was missed and how to prevent it from happening again. The goal is to keep the airline happy and maintain our reputation. Right. How do you stay calm under the pressure? I prioritize safety, aircraft timing, then team support, and I have it in the right order. I stay focused, use short radio communication, and handle problems one by one. That way, it's much more safer rather than hop on everything, right? Also, to stay calm under the pressure, I would like to keep my hands free most of the time, so I can hop on any issue that happens on the ramp myself and help out the team really quick and stay safe, so stay on time. That is actually supervisor's job. If we have full team, I don't need to do anything. I'm gonna do audits. I'm gonna look into the safety matters in the actions of the team. I will also keep my hands free because I want to be sure that flight is on time, not delayed, And I want to be sure that the people understand the supervisor's job is not to do their job. Supervisor's job is to supervise, right? Supervise. All right. I also learned that staying calm helps the whole team stay calm, so they don't want to see me running around panicking. That should never happen. Okay. Why do you want to work as a supervisor? Well, first of all, I have experience working in aviation, and so far I liked. I like teamwork. I like fast-paced operations. I have previously experienced where my job was related to supervisor activities. Right, even I wasn't supervisor. I was doing that kind of job. I like being the person who organizes the shift, solve the real-time problems, and help the team perform better. And that way to stay on the good side. So company have a good opinion of me. I like when I'm a person who is valuable, right? I like this feeling. Airport is usually busy environment, and I'm ready for that responsibility. That's why I want to be a supervisor in airport. I think this is my place for the personal and professional growth, and also opportunity of career growth, benefits and payment. Everything is pushes me toward this goal. Do you have experience with irregular operations? During delays or weather impacts, I stay in contact with operations and handle irregular operations that way. I don't think I answered that question. I just rambling something. Don't answer that question the way I answered it. I would say the irregular operations is something that I need to understand first. Can you like elaborate on that? I would ask interviewer what kind of irregular operations you mean, right? And then after that, I would come up with the answer, but not right now. I'm not ready for that right now. What shift do you prefer? Are you okay with early mornings? I used to work in PMs or swing shifts, and I would like to stick to it. Do you guys have a flexible schedule? Okay, then I would like to take night shifts. And in the morning, I have my things to do. So if you could guys support me that way, I would do a better job, right? Obviously. Uh, since airport operations runs 24/7, you should be flexible, guys, right? So you should have night shift that I can stick to. Okay, so how do you motivate employees who are tired or stressed? Well, I stay positive. I help them when they need help. Give them a quick feedback. Usually, it's something positive that keeps them motivated. So I kind of recognize the good work, right? It's always a good thing to mention that the person did great in front of the team, and that way they feel like they are valuable part of the team, and they work better. They stay motivated. People work better when they feel supported. All right. So, how do you document incidents or safety events? So this is very important question for a supervisor. You're gonna be asked that question for you for sure. So I collect usually all the details: who, what, when, where. I take photos if appropriate, write an objective report, and submit it through the company system following the airline procedures. I avoid opinions and stick to the facts. All right, that's pretty much everything questions that I covered today. Maybe I'm gonna have more questions later, but as of right now, you can see they pretty much all of them, they kind of logical. You don't have to guess what their job is. It's so simple and straightforward. You can't be mistaken if you say, I want to stay safe, I want to stay productive, efficient, and nice. And I want to help the people to do the same. That's it. All right, that's wrapping up our interview for today. Look for the other videos. I'm gonna keep you updated. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.